Match week 28 takes us to the Pacific Northwest. The curtain closes on a busy Sunday slate in MLS NEXT Pro. The Western Conference clash between Tacoma Defiance and Colorado Rapids 2. Welcome inside Starfire Sports Complex alongside our Season Pass team. I'm Jake Griffith. Glad to have you alongside us. A busy schedule around MLS NEXT Pro starting to draw to a close as match week 28 ends with this fixture. Tacoma Defiance coming in off the win against Houston Dynamo 2. That's snapping a 4-match losing skid, and as they line up, a 5-2-3 for Tacoma Defiance. Across this 11, 6 changes, including Kalani Kosarienzi coming down from the Seattle Sounders first team, making his first NEXT Pro appearance since October 6th of 2024. As for Colorado Rapids 2, coming off the loss against Houston Dynamo Dos. It was an own goal in the 12th minute that ended up being the difference maker there in that one. Now Colorado Rapids 2 and their manager Eric Boucher, as they said in the midweek, looking for the response now. How will this team respond? And Boucher rolling with a 4-3-3. Just 2 personnel changes across this 11, both at the back, including Matthew Sinanu, who's slotted in there at the bottom of your screen. 48 as the center back alongside Charlie Harper. Sinanu, team leader in clearances per 90 minutes. They're going to rely heavily on him. This is a high-flying Tacoma Defiance offense. One that, despite conceding a lot of goals, also scores a lot of goals. None more so on display than the last time these teams locked up, a 10-goal thriller between Tacoma and Colorado. Tacoma going out to a 3-0 lead at one point, led 4-2 in the second half before a furious comeback from Colorado Rapids 2, storming all the way back, scoring 4 unanswered goals in that second half, winning 6-4 in that contest. Just about set to go here in this one. Final meeting of the regular season between Colorado Rapids 2, who are locked in the playoffs. Tacoma Defiance still an outside shot, needing points in a hurry, but still alive in the Western Conference chase. Rapids 2 and Eric Boucher, 3 wins in their last 5. They've earned at least a point in 4 of the last 5. Prior to that 1-0 loss against Houston Dynamo. Traeger Cox is our center referee. He has everyone ready to go, awaiting the opening whistle here at Starfire Sports Complex. As mentioned, Rapids 2 have already clinched a playoff berth. Did so last weekend thanks to the North Texas loss and Minnesota United 2 draw. Despite their loss against Houston Dynamo Dos, locked into the playoffs, first playoff appearance since the 2023 season. And they have their eyes not just on the playoffs, but also locking up a top 4 seed, a chance to host a round of the MLS NEXT Pro playoffs at home. Eric Boucher this week for Colorado Rapids 2. He said that has been the team goal since the start of the season. Have that ability to finish with a top 2 seed in the Western Conference. Said the mentality summed it up pretty well earlier this week. So that we're happy as a club to be in the playoffs, but as long as there's more to achieve, we want it. A lot of hunger, a lot of fight still left in this Rapids 2 side, with 3 matches, including this one, left to play. As for Tacoma Defiance, they come into this 13th place in the Western Conference, but still alive in the hunt. They would need to win out this match, their match next week at the Town, and a win against Houston Dynamo Dos. But still, as acting manager Wade Weber said ahead of this fixture, crazier things have happened. Still awaiting the opening kick here in Washington State as we take a look at our upcoming schedule. We're on MLS Next Pro. The Western Conference will shift back into focus on Friday evening. Austin FC 2 and Portland Timbers 2, an all-important fixture due to North Texas winning earlier today against Minnesota United 2. That shuffles Austin FC below the Western Conference cut line, rather. Minnesota United 2 clinging to life in the West, just above Austin FC 2. Portland Timbers 2, meanwhile, they currently sit above Tacoma Defiance. 32 points for Portland Timbers 2, 30 for Defiance. This contest delayed at the start of it. There is an issue with the net here on this end of things. Facilities crew coming out trying to fix it, but Deon Traeger-Cox not letting this contest begin because of the equipment malfunction with the netting. Noah Newman roaming around there in front, getting his 2nd consecutive start in goal for Tacoma Defiance. The 17-year-old current Sounders U18 netminder made a season debut last match against Houston Dynamo 2. 7 saves, just a single goal allowed in that 2-1 win on the road against Houston. Back-to-back starts now for the future Washington Husky, hovering there on the right side of your frame as this netting issue continuing. It does appear that the malfunction with the net has been rectified. And with it, that inches us ever closer to the opening whistle. Now all set to go in Washington for the opening kick. Deon Traeger-Cox sounds the whistle, and we're underway. After the delay between Colorado Rapids 2 and Tacoma Defiance, Starfire Sports Complex, our site, as that's headed along by Mamadou Bilo Giop. Tacoma running out of room on this near side. It is Tacoma Defiance in the all-black. Colorado Rapids in the white tops with the maroon shorts. This booted in by Bassett and headed away. A slightly first-team heavy lineup today for Eric Boucher and Colorado Rapids 2. Ali Fadal Sam Bassett, Wayne Frederick, all on the field, as is Adam Beaudry, who was on the bench Saturday for Colorado Rapids first team and manager Chris Armas against FC Dallas in that 3-1 loss. Beaudry, an unused sub in that contest, but recently recalled from his loan to Colorado Springs Switchbacks of the USL Championship. Beaudry picked up the start last match against Houston Dynamo Dos. And that 1-0 loss for Colorado Rapids too. And now it's Tacoma Defiance, able to swing it out of a crowd. Here's Kosarienzi. Gonna lead the way in. Frederick all over it for Colorado Rapids. Out of the reach of Jackson Corey. It's cleared back down. There is a whistle as Alex Harris, the 4th overall pick out of Cornell in the 2025 Super Draft, muscled down. Charlie Harper off the restart, works it over to the near side. Here's Anderson Hosa. Able to reset back to Harper, and now here's Beaudry, recently called up to the US U20 Youth National Team for the U20 World Cup. That's something that Tacoma Defiance can relate to. Their interim manager, Michael Morris, a part of that coaching staff for the U20s. Wade Weber roaming the touchlines tonight for Tacoma Defiance, and will do so the rest of the way in the regular season as Michael Morris away on international duty from a coaching perspective. That slid out of play. Weber very familiar with the Tacoma Defiance organization. He's the current head of player development for this organization, but spent 2 seasons on the touchlines as the Defiance manager. From 2021 to 2023, compiling a 47, 28, and 9 win-loss record. Here is his Tacoma Defiance team on the attack now. Corey trying to muscle his way through. There's a whistle late from Dion Traeger-Cox.
I think those are all extra balls. If they lose the ball, they
Look at it again, as right there in the center of your screen, Jackson Corey was just trying to get past Ali Fadal. Ended up catching the hand up high on Fadal. Not enough to draw the whistle from our center referee. Rapids 2 trying to head it back along over on that far touchline, instead finding its way out, and Tacoma will take over possession. Wade Weber did say that he was expecting a strong outing, a strong lineup in facing Colorado Rapids for the 2nd time. Almost spoke that into existence. This is about as top of a lineup as you could expect for Eric Boucher and company. All anchored by the play of the MLS Next Pro Player of the Month for the month of August, Mamadou Bilou Diop, who comes into this 9 goals in his last 9 MLS Next Pro appearances. Multiple braces in that span, had a hat trick against Austin FC 2. On it now though, here is Tacoma Defiance, worked up this near side. They'll peel it back over to Kosarienzi. Kingston, no choice but to cycle it around. Gomez, able to play it to the back, and that is where Tacoma will reset things. Yamada, acquired on the loan from Vissel Kobe back at the beginning of the season in February. Ultimately comes to rest with Yusuke Nome. Play it off inside. Thought he had Jackson Corey, instead intercepted. And trying to turn this into a counter-attack is Colorado Rapids 2. Rolled ahead. Bilou Diop just out of his reach, and Noah Newman will put a right foot into it. The aforementioned Yu Sukanome, 18 goals across all competitions, 15 in MLS Next Pro play. This is a Tacoma Defiance team that participated in the US Open Cup this season in place of Seattle Sounders' first team. Part of that new wrinkle to non-MLS competitions that was changed ahead of the 2025 season. Clubs got to pick 2 of the non-league competitions to participate in. Could have been US Open Cup, could have been Leagues Cup, which the Seattle Sounders organization did win just a few weeks ago, anchored by the play of several MLS Next Pro alums. Here in front, Kosarienzi lays it off, and it's cleared out of play quickly by Colorado. Streaking forward with it on the right side, Kalani Kosarienzi. A good ball in front, tapped away by the hand of Beaudry, and it's quickly thrown in. Gomez muscled off the ball. Defender goes in, that's Sukanome able to win it back. Meanwhile, we have a delayed whistle from Deon Traeger-Cox. Ali Fadal slow to get back to his feet. The Rapids' first team acquisition. It sets Tacoma up with a free kick here in this attacking half of things. Edson Carley standing over top of it. Peter Kingston as well. Kingston, a player that a few weeks ago, Michael Morris, interim manager for Tacoma Defiance, highlighted as one of their heavy hitters on set pieces. Thinks he serves it very aggressively. Here's Kingston, drives it toward Beaudry. Straightaway stop made by the Colorado native, Adam Beaudry. Was underscoring Michael Morris's point. Kingston electing to take it on himself there and test Beaudry early, representing the first shot on target for Tacoma Defiance. Rapids 2 under some pressure. Beaudry has to move it and finally does. Harper looking upfield, just trying to release some of that pressure. Down to Amadou wearing the captain's armband, turns it upfield, catches the head of a Defiance defender. And Newman will reset things. Despite the high-octane offensive nature of this Tacoma Defiance club, they do try to play stylistically similar to Brian Schmetzer and the Seattle Sounders first team, especially since Michael Morris took over as interim manager after the club parted ways with Hervé Diesse earlier this year. So much consistency and fluidity between Weber, Michael Morris, Schmetzer, the whole first team organization. And one of the core tenets of that Seattle Sounders club is that they do like to build things out from the back. Tacoma Defiance not afraid to play out of the back like they're doing here. Trying to progress forward across the halfway line, but struggling to do so as Frederick comes up with the takeaway. The former Duke Blue Devil finds it forward to Alex Harris. Stepping up is Dauda Amadou, who's tripped up. Amadou doing his part to try to keep the pressure on. He's able to set Colorado up with a free kick, albeit from some distance out. In that second half especially of that 6-4 thriller that these teams played to back in August, Colorado did a good job of that, keeping the ball in the attacking half. It ended up netting them 2 goals scored off counterattacks. Really kept their foot on the gas pedal late as Bassett lofts it out wide. Trying to touch it back inside was Harper. Deflecting off the defender in front of him, and Damian Alvarez. And it's out for a corner to Rapids 2. Colorado and manager Eric Boucher, they've been so dangerous off their set pieces this season. Scored 3 times off free kicks, 3 times off corners. They have 4 goals scored as a result of throw-ins as well. Traeger Cox, meanwhile, our center referee, having to sort out some pushing and shoving there inside that 18. All that's been taken care of. Driven in, near post, a short clearance away. It'll fall back to Hossa. Wanted to feed it back over to Sam Bassett, the former Denver Pioneer, just unable to find him, and out it goes for a Defiance throw in. Home side, Tacoma, entering off that aforementioned win against Houston Dynamo 2. Wade Weber called it a real tonic for the troops, in his own words. He did feel like that it underscored the belief that the coaching staff and the organization has in this current group. Described Tacoma this year as essentially a victim of their own success. You look at last year, reached the Western Conference semifinals. They were the highest scoring team in the league. And a lot of those players have made their way up through the Seattle organization, up to the first team. Look at a player like an Osase de Rosario, a prime example of it, as that hacked out of play. Just this season alone, 3 Tacoma Defiance players who were major contributors, de Rosario being among them, Snyder Brunel another, have moved on. And it's created a lot of inconsistency in the Tacoma roster, Tacoma availability. And Wade Weber, he said those absences have definitely been felt inside the building. Rapids 2 will have another throw in, this time from the far side. Boucher, in looking ahead to this matchup earlier this week for Colorado Rapids 2, he did say that he was expecting, and as is this Rapids 2 squad, expecting a real sense of desperation out of Tacoma, knowing they still have an outside shot of getting into the playoffs, needing to win out the rest of the way. Up ahead looking for Bilou Giap, and that out of play. Boucher said that causes a real wild card effect. It's not easy to prepare for an opponent that is going to be playing so desperate, fighting for their lives. Here's Kosa Rienzi weaving in and out of traffic, tried to take one too many defenders on. Boucher told his team this week that Colorado's desire to win must outmatch Tacoma's need to win tonight. And right now it's Tacoma, the early aggressors. They own the only shot on target so far of this contest, and they do have a slight advantage in possession, as that will glance off the head of Matthew Sinanu. There is a whistle, though. Back underway off the restart. Quickly thumped forward. Bilou Giap racing down. They're going to fire it toward goal. It goes sailing wide, though. Boucher this week reflecting on that Player of the Month award handed out to Bilou Giap for the month of August. And he said that personally he loves seeing the club get recognized, get players recognized, and so it's a byproduct of the type of soccer the team has been playing that Bilou Giap in contention for an award like that, rather. The message now for him and really for Colorado Rapids too, just turning the page, quick to get moving forward. It's great to have individual honors like that, but Boucher and company very locked in on the task at hand. Beaudry distributes it forward. It goes off the head of Sam Bassett and ultimately comes to rest over on this near touchline. That is where Tacoma Defiance will have a throw. Worked out wide. Tacoma on the attack now. It's Corey. Tried to cut it back. It'll roll out of play, and Tacoma will have a throw in. This portion of the match is brought to you by your locally owned and operated McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app today, and when the Sounders win, you will win a free McChicken the following day with a minimum $2 purchase, only in the app. Throw ends up coming to rest in the hands of Adam Beaudry. He'll quickly toss it out to Anderson Hossa. 13th start of the campaign for Hossa, the former Central Florida defender. Space to move here for the aforementioned Hossa. Slow rolling it forward. Thought he had Bassett. Quickly canceled out by Kosa Rienzi. Rienzi ultimately dragged down, which draws a whistle. And Damian Alvarez restarts things. Bassett and Kosa Rienzi both were battling for that ball. They're just at the end of that replay is what drew the whistle from Dion Traeger-Cox. Yamada feeling the heat here. Colorado high pressing. Defiance were trying to switch it over to Kosa Rienzi. Not necessarily the ball they were looking for. It goes headed out. And Wathuta will throw it in play. 16th overall selection in the Super Draft this past year, Sydney Wathuta out of Vermont. National champion. American East midfielder of the year in conference. First team selection for the national champion Vermont Catamounts. Good interchange here. Hossa going ahead with it, and there's another whistle. Kaito Yamada stepping up looking for that clearance. Just a collision coming in from behind on him, enough to draw a whistle. There weren't too many fouls in that 10-goal, 6-4 win for Colorado Rapids 2 back in August. 14 combined. There were 4 cards handed out in that match. Tacoma early on had some real fluid buildups into the attacking half of things, starting to be made uncomfortable by this aggressive press of Rapids 2, and it results in a takeaway. They'll reset things back over to Charlie Harper. Harper now off the give up from Beaudry. Hossa pinned along this near side. Vidal, the layoff. Overhit on that pass, just not on the same page as Sinanu. There's a mistake made along the back for Colorado Rapids too. It'll set Tacoma up with a throw in toward this final third. Corey having a wrangle that ball in, rolls it over. What a give back over to Jackson Corey. The cutback in front, deflected, falls to Kosarienzi, blocked on its way through. Ultimately cleared out of play by Colorado. Good link-up play, edge of the box, all set up by the back heel pass from Yusuke Nome. Stout job defensively, though, from Colorado, able to get bodies in front of the shooting lanes. Very well, could have been a goal-scoring opportunity. The aforementioned Yusuke Nome, as mentioned earlier, 18 goals across all competitions, setting the club's all-time record, passing Rodilio Rodriguez for the single season mark in Tacoma Defiance history. That's in Carly weaving out of traffic there. No options going ahead right now for Defiance. Newman has to thump it forward. Is able to connect with Sukanome, who's quickly dispossessed. Sukanome ultimately winning it back. Kosarienzi spins it inside. Out of the reach of Carly. It's won back, though, by Kosarienzi. And a real catalyst so far. Rolled ahead. Save made by Beaudry. A strong throw out seeking Sam Bassett. That's 2 first-half stops already for the man in net for Colorado Rapids, too. Colorado, they had a few moments about 5 minutes ago where they were really getting numbers up high, pressing hard on Tacoma Defiance, and it had made them uncomfortable a bit, but Tacoma has quickly adapted. Now Beaudry going over the top. Alvarez able to come up with the takeaway on Bilugiop, and Noah Newman will sky it forward. Got it inside. Able to find Dowda Amadou. Harper now. Amadou just pleading for options ahead. Trying to roll it over, was looking for Ali Fadal, who commits the foul. Quickly restarted by Tacoma. They swing it out wide. Here's Sukanome. Sukanome the give up. Corey finding Gomez. Knocked off his boots, and Sukanome will let it roll out. Moments ago, it was Sukanome who was denied by Beaudry. Able to push it away. Ultimately corral the ball back in. Consecutive throws now for Defiance. Sukanome, he has been such a strong goal scorer all season, even when Osase de Rosario was still with Defiance. And de Rosario was leading the way, netting 8 goals in 11 appearances for Tacoma. But Wade Weber, he said that he's not exactly sure what Tacoma Defiance would do without the play of Sukanome. Says he's carried the burden since De Rosario moved on up to the Seattle Sounders first team, and De Rosario has quickly become a regular everyday contributor. Weber did say that whether it's with Seattle or beyond, that Sukanome, the effort, his scoring ability, he has most definitely earned his next contract. 4 goals in his last 6 games, almost had a 5th This portion of the match is brought to you by Providence Swedish, official healthcare partner of Seattle Sounders FC. Carly will roll it forward. Kosarienzi at the end line. His cross cut out, deflected out, and Tacoma will have a corner. This is an area that they excelled in the last time they met up with Colorado Rapids too. Scored twice off corners in the first half. Meanwhile, around the Western Conference, the only other match still going on that kicked off the same time as this here on the West Coast. Nonso Adimabua, another goal for Tacoma, for Town FC rather, putting them up over Ventura County. Carly drives it in, short side, ricocheting around. Not the best of clearances initially. Now Amadou able to alleviate the pressure. Ali Fadal able to poke it forward out of a crowd. Tacoma will roll it all the way back. Here's Noah Newman. Seven saves last match week for the young Noah Newman. Wade Weber joked, he said the first save he made against Houston Dynamo Dos in that 2-1 win for Tacoma, he made with his face, and he said oddly enough it was a real calming moment for him as that one goes ricocheting out of play. It's another corner for Tacoma Defiance. Weber did say that Noah Newman in goal for Tacoma is such an interesting story because 18 months ago, he was really struggling for minutes to consistently break through. Mohamed Shore was getting all the time in net for the Seattle Sounders U18 club, but Newman, over these last few months and weeks, he's definitely earned these opportunities. Swung in by Kingston, headed down, and claimed by Beaudry. Strong distribution here from Beaudry. Trying to turn the field on its head. Nodded back over, though, toward Noah Newman. The Tacoma bench was pleading for a whistle right there at the end of it. And he saw a bit of a fistful of shirt from Charlie Harper. Thumped away from danger by Beaudry. Angled forward, finding Alex Harris. Comes to rest out of play, and it's a throw-in awarded to Colorado Rapids 2.
He kicked it, and then he kicked, it was like halfway there before it said boom.
Eric Boucher, Colorado Rapids, these last 9 matches especially, really rounding into form down the stretch of the season. Boucher had said that every single day there's been a constant feeling of high intensity internally. But he's so proud of the team for rising to the occasion time and time again. And they've been continuing to get results, at times without key personnel, throughout some of those fixtures. With that unity and the team component really shining. Here they are now, rolled toward goal, but blocked away at the last minute. Yamada able to stick a foot in. Cut through to Fadal centrally. Rapids 2 asking questions here. Fighting through challenges out wide, looking for the cross. Frederick's service was blocked out by Jackson Corey, and it goes for a throw to Colorado. Consecutive throws now for Rapids 2. That team component, though, that Boucher talking about is really shining through. So we have increased our belief that we can win no matter who's on the field. This portion of the match is brought to you by the Puyallup Tribe of Indians, a tribe known for being generous and welcoming to all people. Amadou quickly giving up forward, able to find Wathuda. Now with Thuda, spins it. It's Frederick on the right. Now cuts back to the end line. Frederick. Official points to the spot. It's a penalty awarded.
Referees, it's a foul.
Just across the half-hour mark played, Colorado Rapids 2 have earned a penalty for this foul here. Wayne Frederick dragged down right at the end line. A big spot here for the 17-year-old. The Federal Way native, Noah Newman, facing off against one of the hottest players in the league, Mamadou Bilou-Diop, who steps to the spot. Bilou-Diop, 9 goals in his last 9 appearances entering tonight. Bilou-Diop stopped by Newman. The rebound put home. Mamadou Bilou-Diop strikes again. 10 goals in his last 10 appearances. 1-0 Rapids 2. The initial save, excellent from Newman. Coughing up, though, the big, juicy rebound, and pouncing on it was Bilou-Diop. It took some time, but Rapids 2, they have the start they were looking for. Boucher, manager of Rapids 2, talking in the midweek about that desire to win from Colorado. Must outmatch the need to win for Tacoma Defiance. Advantage played here for Defiance, quickly looking for the goal on the restart, but that will be played into an empty space. But that desire from Colorado shining through there. Wayne Frederick setting up the penalty. He would not be denied. Quickly ahead, it's with Thuda now. Service in, seeking Bilou-Diop. Unable to take the touch. It's picked up by Frederick. Looking for the interchange on the far corner of the 18. Now hacked back ahead by Fidel. There's a whistle. Colorado Rapids 2 and Mamadou Bilou-Diop in front thanks to Bilou-Diop's 13th goal of the season. It's now the 7th penalty converted in 2025 by Colorado Rapids 2. Quickly given up. Jackson Corey just out of the reach of it. Knocked out of play. It will be a throw to Tacoma. Rapids 2 did convert 2 penalties in that August 6-4 win against Defiance. Here's Sukanome wrestled down. Amadou whistled for a foul there. And Sukanome able to set Tacoma up here in the late stages of this first 45 with a free kick. Back a few weeks to the last time I caught up with Michael Morris before he departed for international duty. He did say that he has been pleased with the way Tacoma has approached their set pieces. Wants to see them be a bit more aggressive. Here's Carley on the service, into the box, headed high and out of play. Well-placed ball from Edson Carley, and a towering header there from Damian Alvarez. A bit too towering. Beaudry able to drive it ahead again. Bilou Diop trying to race it down. Mamadou Bilou Diop wanting a whistle. Not going to get it. Bilou Diop, he's been putting strain on the back line of Tacoma Defiance all evening long. As a goal. Rienzi now cuts it back inside. Nothing doing that time for Tacoma Defiance.
Let's hear it for Tacoma. Don't listen to me.
Pass cut out, Carley with it. Peter Kingston driven down. And that will be another whistle. That time Ali Fidel, 15 in white and maroon, just going through the back of the Tacoma Defiance captain. With shadows over top of it, as does Edson Carley. Generation Adidas Cup winner, the Seattle Sounders Academy in 2022. It'll be Kingston, drives it to the back post, deflecting around, now headed further clear by Alex Harris. Bassett and company have their eyes on a counterattack here. Rolled ahead with Thuda catching up to it. Cut back, here's Bassett, stands up across, back stick. Reaching for it is Noah Newman. Through a crowd and able to make the grab. Newman coming up with a save on the penalty a few minutes ago. Ultimately, the rebound put in by Mamadou Bilou Diop as Wathuda negotiating around. Cut back over to Wathuda, edge of the area. Played into space, here's Hossa. I think Colorado has done so well throughout this first half. Moving the ball around quickly with pace. It's keeping Tacoma defensively on their heels a touch. It's also crucial because as soon as when Colorado's in the attacking half, they make a pass, they have defenders right in their face. Now this rolled ahead, Bilou Diop in an offside position. Bilou Diop, the goal scorer in this first half. Just getting in early though on that entry in toward the final third. 13 goals this season, thanks to his 32nd minute strike. Alvarez, eyes forward, able to find Kosarianzi. Give it up to Kingston, who doubles back. Now he'll switch it back out wide to the left. Collected, falls to Carley on the right. Here's Carley now, knifing around. The give up, Carley ricochets off the defender. Once again, Colorado Rapids 2 having a penchant for keeping congestion in front of Adam Beaudry and just not allowing shots through. First it was Carly, turned away from goal initially. The layoff gave it up to Gomez, and his shot deflected out. Kingston plays the short option in, looking for the give and go. And instead, that'll find the end line.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to play a little game at halftime with that. Probably.
Meanwhile, elsewhere here in the Western Conference, Town FC, they have extended their lead. Nonso Adimabua, a first half brace. Beaudry heads, I should say, drives it along, finding the head of Bilou Diop. Lethuda went down. Lifted forward, trying to find support along that far touchline. Does force a clearance out by Rapids 2. This Tacoma Defiance team, they have moved a few players around, not just through the organization, but also on season-long loans. Bear, a player that comes to mind, loaned to USL Championship. Trevion Sousa as well. Sukanome goes down. Sukanome right here in the center of your screen. Just a late arrival on the tackle attempt from Ali Fadal. Traeger Cox having an extended word with Fadal after, but no card coming out of the pocket. Still no bookings so far in this first 45 minutes as we barrel in toward the halftime whistle. Carly drives it forward into a crowd, skipping off multiple heads. Finally falling out of play once more. Ahead to Bassett, dispossessed, but a whistle. Quickly restarted by Dauda Amadou, and Bassett trying to peel it back. Intercepted by Carly. Lifted over the top. Here's Kosa Rienzi now. Still Kosa Rienzi carrying it wide. Slides it centrally. Well recovered. Colorado Rapids too, just not allowing anything through the middle. Trying to straddle the stripe on the near side. Flag will come up. It just ran out of room. And it will be a change of possession via the throw-in for Colorado Rapids 2. Hanging on to the narrow 1-0 advantage thanks to Mamadou Bilou Diop. Has been their talisman all season. 13th goal of the campaign. Comes up with it. Jason Shukaluk, the league leader right now in the driver's seat for Chicago Fire 2. In terms of the Golden Boot race, Sam Sarver out west right behind him. Quick throw in from Kosa Rienzi. Thumped all the way clear, but Mamadou Bilou Diop's goal puts him into a tie for 5th right now in that Golden Boot race. Just 1 minute of added time at the end of this first 45 minutes. Jackson Corey will have the throw. Tormenta FC man of the USL League One. Trying to head it clear was Colorado. Instead it falls right back to Corey. Cuts his way inside. Still carving through. It's Corey. Played in front now. Turned away. Shot from distance. Parried aside by Beaudry. Adam Beaudry standing on his head again.
No, it was close.
Just an impressive save for Beaudry.
It was a good try. It was a good shot.
Struck well. An even better stop with the hand. Driven in on the corner. Carly able to keep it in play, but there's the whistle from Dion Traeger-Cox, and we have reached the half in Washington State. Our score at the break, 1-0, Colorado in front. Coming up, we look around the league from last week, plus highlights, stats, and a busy upcoming schedule. We'll be right back.
We reached the end of the first half with the score of Colorado Rapids 2-1, Defiance 0.
Goodbye. See you again.
Lionel Messi, who else? The youngest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan. Luna. Yes! It's a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair.
Action.
I know I'm fully attracted. I'm hanging on like a fridge to a magnet. It's a jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together. You and I go good together. You and I, we go good together. We go good together.
Back in Washington State, we've got stories on playoff clinching, chasing down league records, and Next Pro alums playing in the League's Cup final. April Marie Aguilar traveled to the Big Apple to file this week's report.
Good forward by Farnsworth.
Curled Sandoval! Take a bow!
Isel! An absolute rocket! It was helped along for Adams, who recovers it here. It's Adams! Oh, it's a firecracker!
Welcome back to The Report. I'm April Marie Aguilar, coming to you from New York City, outside the iconic New York Stock Exchange. It's Charging Bull, the perfect backdrop to represent the power and drive of the New York Red Bulls too. From their rise in the standings to their young talent making waves, this team embodies both the grit and big dreams that define this city. The powerhouse New York Red Bulls 2, Union 2, and City 2 have all clinched a spot in the 2025 MLS NEXT Pro playoffs. St. Louis City 2 became the first team to clinch a spot in the playoffs following a 3-1 road victory over North Texas SC. On the eastern side, Red Bulls 2 and Union 2 punched their ticket to the playoffs, with the latter getting theirs less than 2 match weeks ago. We caught up with the Red Bulls 2 head coach Michael Bradley to get his thoughts on the upcoming postseason.
We've had a really good season up till now, and obviously with 4 games to go, we've qualified for the playoffs, but we want to make sure that we use these last 4 games to take every point possible. We want to make sure that we can give ourselves home field advantage for as long as possible in the playoffs. When the playoffs come, then we know that everything gets cranked up a few notches and there's a little bit more at stake. There's a little bit less margin for error, but we're going to enjoy the part of testing our football in environments like that as well.
And with 4 games in hand, the Baby Bulls have a chance to smash the single-season team goals record, currently held by the 2023 Colorado Rapids 2 squad with 70 goals.
They stood out in their win against LAFC 2, especially on that first goal, had their fullback sprinting wide into the box. But here's Jaskalainen, laid off to Kuzain! St. Louis, our city, red hot. Glover leaking in behind. He's free. Glover!
Perez drags in the middle for McSorley. Falls back to him, and he scores!
Loses the ball. Kidd wins it back. Mateo Kidd shuts the door. McSorley. Kidd. Perez!
Now from the high-powered teams in the East to the dominant offensive threats in the West, nothing says we mean business in the more than 8 straight matches won by St. Louis City 2 to break the consecutive wins record. Their dominant performance also on track to break the all-time single-season points record. 66 points is a mark that City 2 are chasing. They have been in fine form all season. They went on a run of 8 straight wins, starting with a 3-2 win against MNU FC2 on May 18th. The win streak was broken when they tied Ventura County FC on July 16th, but they gained an extra point in a shootout win. Interim head coach John Hackworth spoke to us about the team's run of form.
As a group that is unique, they hold themselves accountable, they're hard on each other, whether that's in training or games. Hopefully we have a really good push in the playoffs, being able to play in our beautiful stadium at Energizer Park and have our fans support us. That is, very special to all of us and something we're very proud of, so hopefully we can continue that.
St. Louis City 2 has been unstoppable as they continue to ride a 15-game unbeaten streak going back to May 11th when they lost to the Town FC. And following closely behind and almost as impressive was the Town FC's 7-game win streak and 10 matches unbeaten. This matches the previous record in each of the MLS NEXT Pro seasons dating back to the league's debut in 2022.
Whips it in! Oh, De Rosario!
Georgie has it. Sonny Gio's lost step over towards the end line. Cuts it, goes down! Penalty! Brilliant by Georgie! Yellow card given! Takes a step forward. And rolls it in the back of the net! The Sounders go up 2-0. They celebrate together in the far corner here. And here comes Rothrock. Can he put icing on the cake? Here he goes. And the 18, yes he can! Oh, the Sounders fans up on their feet! And his hometown hero, Paul Rothrock! And that's just about that. The Sounders will win the 2025 Leagues Cup.
It just had to be.
The pathway is real. The 2025 Leagues Cup final isn't just a battle between 2 MLS heavyweights. It's also a showcase for MLS NEXT Pro alumni making their mark on the biggest stage. Ozaze de Rosario and Paul Rothrock both sharpened their game in MLS Next Pro, and now they're suiting up in the League's Cup final. For De Rosario, that means proving his offensive prowess translates against top competition. In Rothrock's case, it was a hometown hero delivering in a final against Inter Miami. It's stories like these that highlight exactly why MLS Next Pro exists, a league designed to develop, elevate, and prepare young talent for moments like this.
What's going through my mind right now, it's crazy. It's a dream come true. You can say, I beat Messi in a final. It's a dream come true.
Brian Schmetzer told us you have been the surprise of the season. He said you're wide-eyed at training, you're hungry. Where does that come from?
The love, the passion. I want to be a champion just like my dad, and I'm a champion.
Congratulations to the Seattle Sounders and all of the MLS Next Pro alumni for showing up and showing out at the 2025 Leagues Cup. But now we're heading into the most competitive part of the 2025 MLS Next Pro season. Here are the dates you won't want to miss. The business end of the season is upon us. Both the Eastern and Western Conference playoff races are extremely tight this season, culminating in Decision Day on October 5th. The first round of the playoffs will begin on the weekend of October 15th, and it'll lead up to the date you won't want to miss, MLS Next Pro Cup on the weekend of November 7th. We can't wait to see what fireworks are in store. Well, that does it for this edition of The Report. Be sure to tune into the next episode for the latest around MLS Next Pro. For now, I'm April Marie Aguilar, and we'll catch you guys next time. Adios.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Wins it!
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
The youngest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan. Luna. Yes! That is a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair.
Back in Washington State, Tacoma Defiance and Colorado Rapids 2 have reached the break. The visitors on top 1-0. Just one more week of matches before Decision Day. Here's what's on tap for match week 29. Everything coming to the tail end of the season. The playoffs almost here. Colorado Rapids 2, a huge contest next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time against Minnesota United 2. The Loons of Minnesota United 2 fighting for their playoff lives. Meanwhile, Colorado Rapids 2 in charge of this contest, trying to pick up wins and continue to stay inside that top 4. As for this contest, let's catch you up on how we got to this point with our halftime highlights. Early on, it was Tacoma Defiance asking questions of Colorado Rapids too. A good switch of play. That's been crucial for Tacoma, but parried away by Adam Beaudry cutting the cross out. Then a shot off the free kick just minutes in, stopped by Beaudry, one of his 3 saves in the opening 45 minutes. Tacoma Defiance would come back down, and Beaudry, more heroics, denying Yusu Kanome, one of the top goal scorers in MLS Next Pro. But then Colorado Rapids, too, they'd find their offensive footing. First, a through ball played to Sidney with Fuda. Later in the half, Wayne Frederick would earn a penalty for Rapids, too. The effort denied by the young Noah Newman, but the rebound put home by Mamadou Bilou Giat for his 13th goal of the season. Tacoma, they would desperately try to seek that equalizer late in the half just before the whistle. Forcing his way inside, it's Jackson Corey. The give up, Gomez, another save made by Beaudry, one of his 3 in the first half. As we take a look at our halftime stats, Tacoma Defiance, despite being behind on the scoreline, leading the way in both shots and shots on target. Wade Weber's group, they're going to walk away feeling a bit frustrated that they could not put one past Adam Beaudry despite his eye-catching heroics on saves. Back inside Starfire Sports Complex, almost set to go for half number 2. Tacoma Defiance trying to stay alive in the playoff hunt and trying to get back in this contest, trailing by a goal against Colorado Rapids 2. Two or fewer points today for Tacoma Defiance would sink their playoff hopes. Both teams out of the halftime dressing room. Almost go time for half number 2. Deon Traeger-Cox sounds the whistle. We're back underway. No change for either team at the half. Not got a play by Jackson Corey, and Colorado Rapids will have the first throw of the second 45 minutes. Almost 55% possession in that opening half as Yamada will let it slow roll out of play. And that is where Jackson Corey will have the throw for Tacoma. The only goal so far in the 32nd minute. Initial penalty effort denied by Noah Newman. Second effort put in by Mamadou Bilou Giat. Here's Kosarienzi. Made a lot happen in that opening 45 minutes. Driven in toward Gomez. Too heavy of a touch. Frederick, a small clearance. Kept alive by Gomez, looking for the give and go back to him. Muscled off the ball by Dauda Amadou. And Gomez stays down behind the plate. There was a whistle from Deon Traeger-Cox, and it's a foul against Tacoma Defiance, awarding Colorado a free kick. And Frederick will put it back into play. Colorado Rapids, too, they came into this contest in 3rd place in the Western Conference table, a point back of Town FC for 2nd place in the West. Right now, Town FC up in front 2-0. This one cut in front. Mamadou Bilou Giat rifles it wide. Sandness up ahead. Corey steps back to the inside, carving his way through the defense. Giving up, here's Gomez. He'd gone down earlier, back in the run of play. Worked along over to Kosarienzi. Service in low. Giop sets it up. Bassett finding Hossa. Trying to alleviate pressure there, and instead there is a whistle. $15 fouls committed in the opening 45 minutes combined between these two teams. Did create some moments of stopping and starting. Despite that, Colorado Rapids too, they're able to get themselves into a good offensive rhythm. A lot of promising trips down the pitch for the visitors. And will be a throw. Cox had initially signaled that it was a throw to Tacoma Defiance, correcting himself there, and Colorado Rapids do throw it back into play. Frederick knocked off the ball. He wanted a whistle. Won't get one as Yusuke Nome works it ahead. Gomez now. Fidel able to push Gomez away from goal, forcing Gomez to give it up. He'll get it back, though, from Kosarienzi. Now back to him, threaded back through. Gomez, the cut back in front, towards Sukanome, put in the net, and we're level at 1. Sukanome forcing the issue for Tacoma. Ultimately deflecting around in front of Adam Beaudry. A good give up on the layoff from Kosarienzi. Frederick had stepped in, and it's officially going to go in the books as an own goal. Charlie Harper tried to come over and clear it. All square at 1. New life for Tacoma Defiance in this second half. It's been a bright start for the home side, and their efforts are rewarded. Charlie Harper just doing his best to try to step over and clear that ball away. Ended up roofing it into his own net. Back-to-back matches for Colorado Rapids too, conceding own goals. Meanwhile, things brought to a halt with another whistle from Dion Traeger-Cox. On the run, here's Kosarienzi. He'll give it up. Trying to play it centrally. It was Edson Carley. Ended up deflected out. It will be another corner for Tacoma Defiance. This was an area that Colorado Rapids and Eric Boucher, their manager, they walked away from that loss against Houston Dynamo Dos, and he said that he felt like they missed some details in terms of defending set pieces. They've been stout so far. Carley goes back to the well, swings it in, headed down, still loose in front. Just pushed out of play by Beaudry. It's been a real scramble these last few minutes defensively for Colorado in front of Adam Beaudry. He tried to corral that ball in and just could not. Consecutive corners now for the home team. Kingston stands it up, back post, headed in toward goal. Wathuda can't clear it. Now it is thumped clear. Kosarienzi will swing it out wide. Left it a bit short though. Gomez able to head it along. Sandness. There is a whistle. A foul will come in, and it's a free kick given. Down to Amadou, not pleased with that rolling from Dion Traeger-Cox. Sets to come up with a sharp angle set piece here. They can play this almost like a corner if they want to. Carly curls it toward Beaudry. Beaudry able to make that grab. Now Traeger-Cox stops play. Having a word with Yu Sukanome. Beaudry had taken some exception there to Sukanome, not giving him enough space to operate. He was looking for the distribution. Yamada heads it back down. Played forward. Jackson Corey now. 6 goal contributions on the season for Corey. He'll cut it inside. Sukanome trying to switch it. Read very well by Rapids 2, and Sam Bassett helped along forward. Bilugia, lone goal scorer in that opening 45. Bassett cleared away from him. Fadal will play it forward. Frederick rolls it ahead, wanting Alex Harris, and Harris content to let it roll out for another Rapids 2 corner. Just the second of the night for Colorado Rapids 2. Tacoma Defiance right now +4 in the corners category. Thuda was shadowing over as a short option. He'll back off. It'll be all Sam Bassett here. Bassett lofts it out wide. Fadal tries to head it down. Tacoma able to win themselves a throw in. Carly lifts it ahead. Gomez underneath it now. Kosarienzi. Sukanome dispossessed by Wathuda. Sounders FC is proud to partner with Regents Blue Shield, a health plan powering Washington's health and wellness for more than 100 years. Fadal and Carly both battling for it. Carly was knocked off the ball, so was Sukanome. Amadou forward. More whistles now. Not one, but 2 Rapids 2 players down. Wathuda was slow to get up. Right there in the center of your screen, you can see him grabbing away at his right leg. And Ali Fadal had also gone down. Back to Sinanu, dangerous give back. Beaudry able to pick it up. High pressing now is Tacoma Defiance. We saw in the first half that Colorado had some success creating moments of uncomfortability for Tacoma in the back when they were utilizing that high press. Tacoma has since taken the teeth out of some of that because of the way they have been able to just move the ball around. Tacoma's MLS affiliate, Seattle Sounders, are in action tonight as well, falling against Austin FC, a 2-1 defeat for Seattle Sounders in that contest. There's Rienzi weaving his way forward, bit overhit on that pass. Snyder Brunel getting the start in that contest. Reed Baker Whiting, Georgie Minongu on the bench. Players who have seen time throughout the campaign for Tacoma Defiance. Snyder Brunel previously, before moving his way to the first team, signing that homegrown deal in July of this year, was the Defiance captain. Going back to that idea that Wade Weber talked about earlier in the week, that Tacoma this season, they've just been such a victim of their own success. Players shining at MLS Next Pro. The real belief of the club structure is to, guys shine, let them make their own name for themselves at the top flight level. Carly, cut out. This one pushed aside again. Still free in front. Curled toward goal and sailing high. Just a flurry of opportunities. First it was Edson Carly, in and out. Fidal's clearance, not deep enough. Kept in by Kosa Rienzi. Stopped initially. Corey, back to Sukanome. And on its way through, that one deflected out of play. Another corner here for Tacoma, the 7th of the night. Kingston, low, drives it, slipping through. Thuda will steer it out, take the pressure off for a moment. Rienzi looking for the long throw ahead. Defended well by Rapids too. Carly tries to play it forward, instead drives it out of play. Anderson Hossa will have the throw, but first there will be a substitution made. Charlie Gaffney will come on. The former Penn Quaker and Sounders Academy alum. Off comes Kalani Kosa Rienzi. 85 in black for Tacoma Defiance. Such an important player throughout this contest, has helped spur along a lot of offensive opportunities.
For your Defiance, leading the match is number 85, Kalani Kosa Rienzi.
Kosa Rienzi, 2 shots, 3 touches in the opposition 18. Had some good, strong runs to help set Tacoma up. Who are back with it, at least for a moment, off the throw-in. Hossa will have another for Rapids too. Over an hour gone now in this fixture. 1 goal in the first half, put Colorado on top. But quickly into the second half, Tacoma Defiance, one of the highest scoring teams in the league, they would not be silenced. In the 50th minute, an own goal from Colorado Rapids too. If this second half is anything like the second half that was seen in Colorado about a month ago when these teams met, we're in for a real treat. Rapids 2 scoring 4 consecutive to come from behind. Now here's Bilu Giop over the top off the side netting. This was one area that Tacoma struggled a bit with against Houston Dynamo Dos. in that contest. The verticality had some tendencies to allow those probing balls over the top. Nabilu Giop able to get in business quickly and in toward goal via that long distribution. Headed back away by Hossa toward Ali Fadal. Looking to slip it ahead. Wathuda was, and he went down. Another whistle sounds from Deon Traeger-Cox. That will run our total to 23 on the night combined between these clubs. Hasn't been as much space to operate in this second half as what we've seen in the opening 45 for Colorado Rapids 2. Trying to rectify that now are the Rapids. Harris was run down by Peter Kingston. It does earn a throw for Rapids 2. That's one of the things that Eric Boucher talked about after the loss against Dynamo Dos. Alex Harris, he knew he was in an offside position there. Didn't even make a play for it, and it rolls out for a Noah Newman goal kick, but he felt like too often in that Dynamo 2 loss, the Colorado Rapids 2 took a bit too long to get themselves going. He said after it that Colorado Rapids 2, we fell short of how good we can be, called it bitterly disappointing. Did say that created the need for reaction. We're going to see more of a reaction here in this one. Whipped back post over the head of Bassett, and it will roll out the other side for a Tacoma throw in. Went down. Draw some jeers from the crowd, and it will draw a card out of the pocket of Deon Traeger-Cox, the first he's handed out this evening.
The referee issued a yellow card visiting Colorado Rapids 2 in the 66th minute to player number 45, Dauda Amadou.
Amadou going into the book, representing the first player shown a yellow in this contest. Carly skips it forward, falls off his feet, right to the feet of Wayne Frederick, and that is where come to rest with Anderson Hossa. Bassett looking for the cross over to this near side. Couldn't pick out Sidney Wathuda. There have been moments in this second half where Colorado Rapids 2, more so in this second half than what we saw in the first half. For Colorado Rapids 2, they have been a bit long on a pass or left one short. Going back to that idea that Eric Boucher talked about earlier in the week about taking too long to get themselves going. Harper heads it away. It falls right back to Gaffney, who came on a handful of minutes ago in this second half. Sandness now. He'll swing it. Pulled in by Edson Carly. Alvarez to Carly. Losing ground is Tacoma Defiance. Out comes Noah Newman. Sandness going over the top. Nothing there initially. Falls to the feet, though, of Jackson Corey now. Corey cuts it inside. Vidal able to chase him down and win it back. Now rolled ahead. Here's Wathuda. Able to stay onside. Sidney Wathuda cutting on his left, going for it. Right idea from Sidney Wathuda. Just unable to put it on the target and try to force the 17-year-old Newman into action. A chance, though, for Colorado able to get this high press set. And it was one that did create issues in the opening 15-20 minutes for Tacoma, and they were trying to play out of the back. The one area that Tacoma has not been able to consistently use to their advantage, though, is that ability to draw that high press in and then go over the top. Another whistle. Amadou Bilou-Giap demanding an explanation from Dion Traeger-Cox. Eric Boucher as well, roaming there in the center of your screen, clad in black on that far touchline. This works it forward. There's ricocheting off the boots. The Tacoma Defiance man, and it's quickly thrown back in. Here's Frederick now. Pass canceled out by Yus Sukanome. Sukanome had been playing a bit deeper, held back in the opening 10 or so minutes of this second half. Has changed a bit for Sukanome, playing higher up into the attack. It is Colorado Rapids 2 on the attack. Late arriving run, finding Frederick. Looking for the 1-2, back to Wathuda. Wathuda rolls it in front. Cleared away, and Wathuda goes crashing into the gate. Sidney Wathuda slow to rejoin his team, now does. Frederick to sidestep Jackson Corey. Now Wayne Frederick whistled for a foul. Look at it again. A good give up from Frederick. Wathuda just ran out of room, and now quickly ahead. Here's Gomez. Still Gomez. They're doubling up Sebastian Gomez, the Washington native. To give it up. This portion of the match is brought to you by Western Washington Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Right now, Tacoma Defiance, the only place they're going is back a bit. Cross cut out off the feet of Carly. It falls right back to him. Now swung over. Here's Sandus. Sukanome goes down. No foul given. Traeger-Cox telling Sukanome and company to play on. Meanwhile, Vidal picking out Amadou. Off the feet of Wathuda. Couldn't corral that ball in on the move. And it will roll all the way back down for a goal kick to Noah Newman. Despite conceding the goal, Newman has played well. Distribution has been strong, made the save on the penalty. Wade Weber had nothing but high praise for Newman, the 17-year-old, saying that every day he's come into work, his attitude has been so great. Honestly, still a young guy, continuing to grow into the full frame of his body, but I have high hopes for him throughout his career. Meanwhile, back on it is Colorado Rapids. Back they come. Here's Harris now. Hesitates. Turning is Harris. Still Alex Harris. Worked back post. Now Corey shakes off a challenge. Strong effort from Jackson Corey. The lane cut off though by Anderson Hossa. And now this contest will be stopped by Dion Traeger-Cox. Contest brought to a halt because Ali Fadal had gone down and stayed down. Able to get himself back to his feet though. 15 in white there on the right side of the frame, hobbling back toward the halfway line. Adam Beaudry will scoop things up. Play is back underway. One of the things that this Colorado Rapids 2 side, they've done exceptionally well throughout 2025. It's been such a tough team to beat. They have been able to get their fullbacks involved more in the attack. Some of those shared tactics with Chris Armas and the Colorado Rapids first team. Here's Hossa now, able to knock it away, rolls it forward. Cut toward goal in front from Alex Harris and cleared away. I was just about to say that they have not been able to get their fullbacks as involved in this contest as they would like to. And then immediately Anderson Hossa stepping up. Able to help Colorado win a throw, and Colorado are readying one change, as is Tacoma Defiance. Ali Fadal, who had gone down, he will come off.
Leading the match is number 15, Ali Fadal. Replaced by number 49.
Anthony Garcia, 17th appearance, comes on in favor of Ali Fadal. Play back underway. The change for Tacoma Defiance will have to wait. Sukanome, now more pushing and shoving. It has been a physical second half. That time it was Alex Harris taken down. Damian Alvarez had walked over there, make that Jackson Corey had walked over there. A real spirited conversation with the assistant referee and Dion Traeger-Cox.
With 2 substitutions for your Defiance. Leaving the match, number 40. Leaving the match, number 48.
Defiance making 2 changes. Charles Dodzi will come on. Rafferty Petter also on here in the second half. Colorado Rapids 2. As Sam Bassett stands over top of it, will have the free kick.
Replaced by number 42, Rafferty Petter.
Bassett from a sharp angle steers it toward goal, headed away. It'll fall back to Bassett. The layoff to Wathuda. Second effort in, pinballing around, still free in front, headed down toward Newman. And Newman will boot it away. Out comes Beaudry to head it along, away from pressure. Dodzi was streaking toward goal. So far in this second half, just 1 goal, an own goal against Charlie Harper. Colorado Rapids in that first half, 32nd minute strike from Mamadou Bilougia. Baudry stands one up. Gaffney will head it along. Gaffney, one of 3 changes made in the second 45 by acting manager Wade Weber. Inside the final 15 minutes of this contest, it's an area that Tacoma, they've struggled in a touch. 19 goals conceded in the final 15. This portion of the match is brought to you by Umpqua Bank, the official banking partner of the Seattle Sounders FC. Took a high bounce, caught the hand of Charles Dodsey, and a whistle for a handball comes in from Dion Traeger-Cox. Come easy in this second half for both of these teams. Here's Garcia now flanked with support. Whip toward goal. Again, Noah Newman coming up with another stop. He's 17 years old, but playing like a seasoned veteran. Now 4 saves in this contest for Newman. Driven forward, slipping in front, out of the reach of Dodsey. Will come to rest out of play, and it's a Defiance corner 1, but first, it was Noah Newman on the other end. Stopping the Mamadou Bilougia effort. Hard to tell if that was a true shot on target or a cross attempt. No one on the back stick for Bilougia up there. Nonetheless, a save for Newman as it's drilled in off the set piece. Colorado tonight, they've had great set-piece defense. Not allowing much on corners despite a large sample size of set pieces for Tacoma Defiance, who win it back here high up the pitch. Struck toward goal, Baudry again. Rapids 2 shifting into more of a lower block here. Under the weight of a good spell of possession from Defiance. Gomez, service in. Wathuda trying to win it back from Sukanome and does, and now rolled forward. Here's Garcia off to the races. Anthony Garcia, 2-1. Rapids 2, rapidly getting toward goal. On the counter, it's Anthony Garcia putting Colorado in front. Just textbook. It was all started by the efforts of Sidney Wathuda. Would not be denied. Able to pick the pocket of Sukanome. Streaking ahead, the super substitute, Anthony Garcia. 3rd goal of the season. Derek Boucher has said it all year long. The Colorado Rapids 2, they have this uncanny ability, this uncanny belief in themselves that no matter who's on the pitch, they can find a way to win, regardless of the circumstances. And they have put themselves in contention to pick up all 3 points on the road. Still work to do in this contest, but Tacoma now behind the 8 ball, and once again, their defense in the final 15 minutes has struggled all season long. That's the 20th goal allowed in the final 15 minutes of matches. Just before this contest gets restarted, there is a player down for Rapids 2. Matthew Sananu has to be helped back to his feet, and Colorado readying a multitude of substitutions. Two more changes made by Boucher and company. James Cameron, Vincent Rinaldi, both on. Thuda will come off, picking up the assist on the Anthony Garcia goal. It has Colorado out in front. That man clad in purple, Adam Beaudry. He's been a real hero in net as well. A handful of big saves. He's claimed crosses, been able to move the ball around with his feet, which is so crucial in the arsenal of a modern-day netminder. Got a flurry of stops in that first 45 minutes. 4 so far on the night for Adam Beaudry. On the attack now is Dodsey. We need to play it through. Forces a clearance out by Hossa and Colorado Rapids too. Quickly thrown in. Service blocked out by Hossa. Took a deflection at the last moment off the chest of Rafferty Petter. Bilo Giop got it started in the 32nd minute. Anthony Garcia. Still plenty of time left in this contest, but looks likely that he might have finished it. Driven ahead by Bassett, now running free and behind. Bilo Giop going for it. Stayed in play, never rolled out. Now here it is, Cameron turning, and Cameron will win a corner. Sam Bassett will make the long walk over, just the third corner of the night for Colorado Rapids too. Bassett drills it in, promptly headed away by Yamada. They're trying to turn this into something as Tacoma Defiance. They'll hoof it forward. Gomez, a foot race with Hossa, he'll win it. Outstanding recovery defensively. Bassett able to get on his horse, get back, knock it out of play. Thrown in to Petter, left back off. Gomez. It's Petter now, rolled ahead, looking for the cross in, and Alvarez wins a corner. Tacoma, they've had some good moments on the transition, that one of them. They're going to defend the corner well, and now winning one of their own. Petter spins it in toward goal, off the post it goes. Still in front of Beaudry, not clear. Dodsey able to put a header on goal. And Adam Beaudry thanking his friend, the far post. Now headed along. Oh, he's colliding inside.
In the match was number 48, Kofi Simonana, and number 47, Sydney Watuta.
Another look at it again, lumped forward, falling around before headed toward goal by Sandnes. And Sandnes on the other side trying to track it down. Ends up just dragging Wayne Frederick down. Beaudry boots it ahead. Headed along here, Garcia trying to make something happen. And Newman quick to pick it up and roll it out. Anthony Garcia, he has breathed new life into the attack in this second half. Colorado Rapids 2. Right now the hero for the visitors. Meanwhile, the only other match ongoing here in match week 28, Ventura County and Tacoma, rather Town FC. Adimabua 2 goals, Fernandez a goal, Medina a goal, lifted toward Beaudry near side. They can't keep it in play. Charles Gaffney trying his hand. And it's a 4-0 win for the Town FC. Another change being made by Colorado Rapids 2. Stevie Flores will come on.
Another substitution for visiting Colorado Rapids 2. Leading the pitch is number 40, Dio. Replaced by number 53, Steve Flores.
Mamadou Bilou Giap, his night is done. Got things going in the 32nd minute, 10th goal in his last 10 appearances. Now Stevie Flores on a defensive-minded change for Eric Boucher and company. Flores, a defender, native of Denver. There is a whistle. Trying to help Rapids 2 salt away the remainder of this contest. What would be their 4th win in the last 5 matches. Gaffney trying to move quickly with it on the throw, and does. Here's Kingston. He'll hook this one out wide, trying to hit it off the volley. It was Rafferty Petter. Another block shot for Colorado Rapids 2. Swung to the back. Newman intercepted on the distribution. Opportunity here for Colorado. It's Harris, 3-1. Back-to-back goals on the counter for Colorado Rapids 2. And that one should ice it. Alex Harris for the 5th time this season. Harris just a ton of room right through the heart of the defense, taking it on himself. Colorado will be taking all 3 points back home with them. 5 minutes of second half stoppage time at the end of this contest. What was such a valiant effort from Tacoma Defiance. Not enough to hold off this high-powered Rapids 2 attack. 3 goals from 3 different goal scorers. 2 10 minutes apart. Now an issue here on the distribution, and it's put home. There was a whistle for a foul, though, at the last moment. Dodzi was trying to go in, put that boot up high. Ended up colliding with the chest of Adam Beaudry, who had come out. No goal, Tacoma. Insistent Defiance are. But they should have been able to pull one back there. But Dion Traeger-Cox disagreeing. Beaudry guides it away. Now forward with it is Cameron. Cameron going for it and scores! 3 goals in his last 4 matches for James Cameron. It's all Colorado Rapids in the second half. Three unanswered. James Cameron able to weave through defenders and just roll it past Noah Newman. It took a while for Colorado to get its offense truly clicking. But now 3 goals, 12 minutes apart, all unanswered. Amadou going down. Amadou staying down, and now a card handed out. Rafferty Petter will go into the book, and down to Amadou, the Rapids captain. He's slow to get back to his feet. Petter just going right in. Studs up, colliding with the ankle of down to Amadou. Lifted ahead by Beaudry. It's Cameron. 4 goal scorers tonight for Colorado. Versatility and that team component that Eric Boucher has harped on so much throughout the season about the unity. Shining again tonight. Wade Weber, he said this week for Tacoma Defiance, there's Defiance on it now. Gomez from distance, that goes sailing high and out. Wade Weber said this week of Tacoma Defiance that his biggest takeaway from the last 5 matches for Defiance, 4 losses, 1 win coming into tonight, missed opportunities. They had a lead in a handful of those contests, none of them they were totally and truly run off the pitch by the opposition, but just unable to get across the finish line. And that's showing up again tonight for Tacoma Defiance. They pull level in the second half, minutes in to the final 45 via an own goal from Charlie Harper. They had so many looks at goal, whether it's shots generated in the run of play, set pieces, in which they had 9 corners, 6 shots on target as the offside flag up. And yet we're unable to put one past Adam Beaudry. Try as they might, unable to slow down Colorado Rapids 2. Newman drives it forward. There's the whistle. It's all final at Starfire. All 3 points going back to Colorado with Rapids 2. An incredible second half performance that saw Colorado rip off 3 unanswered, one of those coming from tonight's man of the match for Colorado Rapids 2. It's Anthony Garcia scoring the goal that ultimately put Colorado up for good in the 80th minute. They tack on 2 more after, but Anthony Garcia, 3rd goal of the campaign, 8 goal contributions for the 20-year-old from Honduras. The hero in Washington State for Colorado. 4 goals from 4 different goal scorers for Rapids 2. A total team performance tonight on the road for our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew. I'm Jake Griffith, once again our final. Colorado 4, Tacoma 1. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Good night from the Pacific Northwest.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.